Gentlemen, listen carefully. The world is not structured in the way you think it is. You have been lied to about attraction, about relationships, about what truly makes a man desirable. Mastery over yourself is the foundation of everything. A man who cannot control himself is a man who will be controlled by the world. The moment you surrender to impulse, to laziness, to distraction, you become weak, and weakness is repulsive. Women do not chase weakness. They do not admire it. They do not desire it. They are drawn to power, but not the kind of power that is loud and desperate, the kind of power that speaks through action, through presence, through the undeniable force of a man who has mastered himself. A man who has mastered himself does not seek validation. He does not beg for attention. He does not crumble when rejected. He does not apologize for his existence. He does not allow fleeting emotions to dictate his decisions. He does not act out of fear. He does not hesitate when opportunity presents itself. He does not waste time on meaningless distractions. He does not indulge in self-pity. He does not make excuses. He does not wait for permission. He moves forward with absolute certainty, not because he knows everything, but because he trusts in his ability to adapt, to overcome, to dominate his environment. When you lack mastery, you are a puppet. Your emotions pull the strings. Your addictions dictate your actions. Your fears define your limits. Your desires lead you astray. You react instead of acting. You hesitate instead of executing. You complain instead of conquering. You chase instead of attracting. And the moment you chase, you become lesser. Women do not chase men who chase them. They chase men who chase their purpose, their vision, their potential. They chase men who are already being chased by success, by achievement, by power. Discipline is the highest form of self-respect. A man who wakes up with purpose, who trains his body with intensity, who sharpens his mind with knowledge, who refines his speech with precision, who strengthens his spirit with hardship, this man is undeniable. He is not a choice. He is not an option. He is a force. And when a man becomes a force, he does not seek women. Women seek him. They sense the difference. They recognize the rarity. They know that men like this do not come often. And they will do whatever it takes to be near him, to be noticed by him, to be chosen by him. A man who has no control over himself is predictable. He reacts to lust. He submits to temptation. He falls for flattery. He is moved by every emotional shift. He is led by the world instead of leading it. And that is precisely why he is discarded, ignored, and forgotten. The world does not respect a man who does not respect himself. Women do not desire a man who does not first desire excellence. You want them to chase you? Then stop running after them. Run after greatness. Run after strength. Run after knowledge. Run after power. Run after your own potential. And when you become the embodiment of mastery, you will no longer be a spectator in life. You will be the one they chase. The man who pursues greatness is the man who separates himself from the ordinary. He does not wait for permission. He does not wait for motivation. He does not wait for the world to recognize his worth. He builds himself in silence. He sharpens his mind in solitude. He embraces suffering as a necessary cost of becoming unstoppable. He does not make excuses. He does not justify inaction. He does not seek comfort. He welcomes struggle. He understands that growth is paid for in blood, sweat, and relentless discipline. A man without a goal is a man without direction. He drifts. He hesitates. He lives without urgency. He exists instead of conquering. He watches as others rise while he remains stagnant. He lets time slip through his fingers, wasting the one resource that can never be reclaimed. A purposeless man is invisible. He is unremarkable. He is forgotten. No woman chases the man who blends into the background. No woman desires the man who does not stand for something. The man who is obsessed with self-improvement commands attention without asking for it. He does not need to impress with words because his presence alone speaks volumes. He does not need validation because his work proves his value. He does not beg for respect because his actions demand it. He is a builder. He is a creator. He is a force that cannot be ignored. Women are drawn to men who are in motion, men who are ascending, men who are consumed by the fire of their own ambition. Success is not an accident. It is a result of relentless execution. It is built through sacrifice. It is earned through consistency. The weak avoid hardship. The strong seek it. The average man quits when things get hard. The great man thrives in adversity. He understands that pain is temporary, but what he builds with that pain will last forever. He does not break under pressure. He does not retreat when faced with difficulty. He does not fear failure because he knows that failure is a weapon when wielded correctly. A man who is pursuing greatness does not entertain mediocrity. He does not waste time on meaningless distractions. He does not allow small-minded people to influence his thinking. He does not lower his standards to make others comfortable. He moves with precision. He cuts off anything that does not serve his vision. He values his time like a king guards his throne. Every second is accounted for. Every action is intentional. Every decision is a step toward mastery. Women recognize the difference between a man who is truly committed to his purpose and a man who is merely pretending. They sense it in his demeanor. They see it in his discipline. They feel it in his presence. The man who is consumed by his vision does not need to chase women. They are drawn to him because he radiates power. They crave his attention because they know it is not given freely. They compete for his recognition because they understand that a man like this does not settle. The world does not reward those who wait. It does not celebrate those who hesitate. It does not respect those who refuse to evolve. It belongs to the men who take what they want, who forge their own path, who refuse to accept mediocrity as their destiny. The weak will mock them. The lazy will resent them. The insecure will try to pull them down. But nothing stops the man who has decided that greatness is his only option. And when you embody this mindset, when you breathe it, when you live it, you become something rare, something undeniable, something that cannot be ignored. Dominance is not about shouting the loudest. It is not about forcing control. It is not about demanding respect. It is about becoming a man so certain in his presence, so unwavering in his convictions, that people feel it before you even speak. It is quiet strength of a man who knows who he is. It is the power of a man who does not seek approval, who does not bend to the expectations of others, who does not dilute his essence to make himself more palatable. A weak man reacts, a strong man decides. A weak man pleases, a strong man commands. A weak man submits to the opinions of others. A strong man shapes his own reality. Women do not chase men who fold under pressure. They do not admire men who seek their validation. They do not respect men who apologize for their own existence. They are drawn to men who exude confidence, not because it is performed, but because it is real, because it is earned through fire, through struggle, through the relentless pursuit of something greater. A dominant man does not chase attention. He does not seek to prove himself. He does not boast about his strength. He does not advertise his power. He does not beg to be noticed. He becomes undeniable simply by existing in his full potential. He walks into a room and people sense the difference. He speaks and others listen. He moves and others follow, not because he asks them to, not because he manipulates them, but because he is the embodiment of something rare, unshakable certainty. Women are drawn to men they cannot control. They may argue otherwise. They may say they want a man who listens, who submits, who bends to their will. But the truth is simple. They want a man who stands firm. They want a man who makes decisions without hesitation. They want a man who carries himself with the weight of someone who knows his worth. They are attracted to the man who is respected by other men, the man who does not fold under pressure, the man who does not allow himself to be reduced by external forces. A dominant man does not fear rejection. He does not crumble when faced with adversity. He does not question his own value when others fail to recognize it. He understands that his worth is not dependent on external validation. He does not need permission to lead. He does not wait for someone to tell him he is enough. He decides, and that decision is final. He does not ask. He does not beg. He does not hesitate. He executes. Control over yourself is the foundation of dominance. A man who is a slave to his impulses is not strong. A man who is led by his emotions is not powerful. A man who lacks discipline is not respected. A dominant man is composed under pressure. He is unshaken in chaos. He is unmoved by the noise of the world. He does not allow the trivial to distract him from the essential. He does not react in desperation. He does not seek comfort. He does not need reassurance. He moves with certainty because he has mastered himself first. Respect is not given to those who ask for it. It is given to those who embody it. A man who demands respect without proving his worth is a fool. A man who earns respect without asking for it is a king. Women chase the man who does not need them, the man who is pursued by greater things. The man who could have anyone but is not easily impressed. He does not give his attention freely. He does not lower his standards for validation. He does not compromise his values for approval. He chooses, and in that choice, he holds power. True dominance is not arrogance. It is not force. It is not aggression. It is the quiet, immovable presence of a man who knows exactly who he is and refuses to be anything else. It is the unshakable will of a man who has built himself to a level where others naturally submit to his leadership. It is the power of a man who does not need to chase, does not need to beg, does not need to prove. He simply is, and because of that, the world bends to him. Scarcity creates value. The more available something is, the less it is desired. The more easily obtained, the more easily discarded. A man who gives himself away freely, who is always accessible, who seeks validation through attention, becomes forgettable. He blends into the background of desperation, where men beg to be noticed, where they compete for scraps of affection, where they lower their standards just to be chosen. Women do not chase men who make themselves common. They chase men who make themselves rare. A man who is scarce is a man who understands his worth. He does not need to prove it. He does not need to convince others to see it. He moves with the quiet confidence of someone who knows he is not easily replaced. He does not flood the world with his presence. He does not overshare. He does not seek attention. He lets his absence speak louder than his presence. He is not the man constantly reaching out. He is not the man waiting for approval. He is the man who others wonder about, who others seek, who others cannot ignore. Mystery is power. The unknown is compelling. When a man is too predictable, too eager, too available, he becomes dull. He loses his edge. He loses his intrigue. He gives everything away before it is even asked for. And when nothing is left to be discovered, there is nothing left to be pursued. Women crave excitement, not comfort. They are drawn to the man who leaves them questioning, the man who does not reveal everything at once, the man who keeps them guessing. They want the man whose mind is a fortress, whose emotions are not easily read, whose life is not an open book for anyone to skim through. A man who is too accessible is a man who is easily forgotten. The world respects those who set boundaries. It admires those who do not give away their energy carelessly. It desires those who make their time expensive. When something is rare, people want it more. When something is hard to get, it becomes worth chasing. When a man is selective with who he allows into his world, he becomes a challenge. And a challenge is what creates attraction. Men who are constantly seeking approval, who are always explaining themselves, who are desperate to be liked, strip themselves of value. They have no presence. They leave no impact. They are not missed when they are gone. The man who holds back, who controls his responses, who does not feel the need to always be seen, commands more attention than the one who never stops talking. Silence is louder than noise. Distance is more powerful than proximity. Detachment is more attractive than neediness. A man who is scarce does not beg to be noticed. He does not fight for attention. He does not force himself into conversations. He does not need to remind others of his existence. His presence is felt even when he is absent. His energy lingers even when he is gone. He is remembered, not because he tried to be, but because he gave so little that others craved more. He understands that the less he gives, the more others want. He knows that true value is not in abundance, but in exclusivity. Mystery keeps people invested. The moment you become predictable, you become replaceable. The moment you give everything away, you become ordinary. The moment you let others feel like they completely understand you, you lose your power. Women chase men who keep them intrigued, who keep them uncertain, who keep them wondering what will happen next. When you make yourself a puzzle, you make yourself unforgettable. When you make yourself an open book, you make yourself disposable. The rarest men do not chase, they do not compete, they do not try to impress. They create distance, and in that distance, they create desire. They walk away, and in walking away, they become more valuable. They do not need to explain their actions. They do not need to justify their standards. They do not need to seek permission. They exist in a realm of their own, and because of that, they become something that cannot be ignored, something that cannot be easily owned, something that must be pursued. The world does not reward men who beg. It does not admire men who chase. It does not desire men who give themselves away freely. It is drawn to men who possess mastery over themselves, who pursue greatness with unshakable resolve, who command respect without asking, who hold their value like a rare artifact that few will ever touch. You do not need to convince anyone of your worth. You do not need to explain your presence. You do not need to seek validation. You need to become the man who cannot be ignored, the man who is too focused to be distracted, too disciplined to be swayed, too rare to be easily obtained. When you master yourself, when you devote yourself to a higher pursuit, when you refuse to lower your standards, when you make your presence scarce and your mystery undeniable, then and only then will they chase you. Even the ones who never thought they would, even the ones who swore they wouldn't, even the ones who already belong to someone else.